I need somewhere where I can store my paintbrushes. I've got so many paintbrushes that I've collected over the years. Some are in good condition, some aren't. But I still use them and I don't want to throw them away. But I find that I use the same few paintbrushes all the time because I can never get to them. I looked online to see if I could buy something. And my God, I can't believe how expensive their things were. So what I've got here is this piece of guttering. It was a piece that had to be replaced for our house. So I kept this bit because God forbid I'd ever throw anything away. Always a hoarder. No, I'm not a hoarder, I'm a grafter. That's on one of my t-shirts. So what I thought I'd do is have a go at putting this and turning this into somewhere that I can easily store my paintbrushes and have easy access to them. So I'm going to quickly show you what I've got in mind. First of all, I'm going to clean it up because it's quite dirty. So what I'm going to do is give it a spray with a cleaner, let that soak in for a minute or two, and then give it a bit of a clean. So all I'm going to do is go over this now with a sponge with one of those like bits of scrubby bits on it. But it won't scratch it, it will just clean it. Look at the difference in that already. And then once I've got it clean, I can then start to plan out how I'm going to use it. So now I've got that all lovely and clean, what I'm going to do is measure how deep I want these to go. So if I want that one to go, these longer ones to go about there. I'm going to mark a line, then I'm going to go around this whole thing and mark another line, and now I'm going to finish off there so I know where I've got to cut. So I've got the larger one. Now I want some smaller, shorter ones either side of this. I think that is going to be, yeah, that's going to be ideal. So I'm going to mark a little line there. Then take a measurement. It would have been easier to do it in solid numbers. Let's do that again. So if I do 10 centimeters, let's have a look if that's long enough. Yep, 10 centimeters is plenty. So I can mark from there and I can also mark to there. So that's 10 centimeters. And actually, I might be able to get another one of these this side. So I could have 2, 1, 1, 2. It's always good to have a plan and stick to it. So that's 17 and a half. And then I could have this one just cut in two, this little bit just cut in two for taking off on little bits as well. So if I go 3.5, so I could put things like, I don't know, erasers, clips, or all those sorts of things in it. I'm going to mark these all off. I'm using a square because I want to try and keep them as square as possible while I'm cutting them. I probably won't end up getting them square, but there we go. And now all I need to do is cut these. Unfortunately, this stuff cuts really easily. All I'm going to be using to cut this with is a saw. It's an old wood saw I've got. And that should cut through that fairly. Yeah, look how easy that's cutting through that. So I'm going to carry on. I'll cut all these bits and then I'll show you what I'm going to do next. Now I've got those all cut, what I'm going to be doing is I want to sand these edges off, and I'm going to use my Let's Resin rotary sander for this that comes in part of the kit. And I'm using a 360 grit for this, and I'm only going over it very lightly because I don't want to melt the plastic in any way. I just want to smooth it off a little bit and take off any rough edges. If you haven't got one of these, then hand sandpaper will do absolutely fine. Oh, that's much better. That's taken off all those rough edges, and it will allow me to be much more confident in putting my hand in or moving things around. So I'm going to finish off all the rest like that, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do next. So now these are all cut to size and sanded off. They're lovely and smooth. What I've done is I've soaked them in water with a little bit of washing liquid in it to clean the inside. It's much easier to clean the inside of it like this. Now they're this side than it was when it was just one long bit. So I can just give them a rinse, take them all out, and then make some bases for them. So now what I need to do is make some bases for these, because if not, the paintbrushes are just going to drop all the way through. So what I've got is some ply here, and I'm popping my small piece on here and then just doing an outline all the way around like that, and then cutting them out. And obviously with the drain pipe being exactly the same size on all of them, then what will happen is these will cut out really well and fit all of these. I've got all those cut now. Now, if you didn't want to go to the trouble of cutting those out out a piece of wood, then all you really need to do is have some thick cardboard and put that in there. Get some thick corrugated cardboard, perhaps glue 2 bits together, cut your shape, and then you've got that on there like that. Now, they're not thick enough, they're not solid enough, I should say, for me to be able to put my brushes in without them falling right the way through to the bottom. So what I'm using here is some all-purpose Impact Evo stick. Oh, it really stinks. I'm going to have to put the extractor fan on. Always work in a well-ventilated area. And I'm going to glue that up like that, let that dry, and then put some glue around this part as well, and let that dry, and then put it in. And that will really hold that together. It works so much better when you let the 2 pieces dry and then stick them together. And in this weather today, it is not going to take long at all to dry because it's so hot here. So there we go. I'll let that dry, carry on with the rest, and I'll show you how I'm going to put them together. So these are all dry now, and all I need to do is push those in quite tight there. So once that glue fully dries, then they're going to be permanent in there. So I'll give that a couple of hours to fully harden, and then we can go from there. Well, I've decided how I'm going to have this, and I'm actually going to put it on my work unit. It's going to be right near where I want my brushes. Now, with these sorts of things, you could do lots of different shapes. You could screw them to the wall, or do whatever you want, and design however you want them to be. They're not lids, are they? Their bases are really stuck in there well now. What I need to do is glue these together. And before I do that, I'm going to rough up these edges where they're going to join. And I can do that fairly easily and get them to join in the right place, because all I've got to do is mark on the back like that with some pencil. Not sure if the camera's showing that. And then these 2 bits are going to go together. I'm going to quickly give it a key here using some sandpaper. Get rid of that dust. And then I'm going to be using the same glue on it as I used to glue the bases in with. And once this stuff is dry, believe me, nothing is going anywhere. Now, if you wanted to spray these and have these a different colour, I wouldn't do that until after you've got it all stuck together. Because what you want to do is make sure that you're not having anything there that's going to resist the glue. So I'll leave that for about 5 minutes. I'll start gluing up the others, and then I can show you what it all looks like finished. Well, this is all finished now. I decided I would wrap it in tape to hold these together with, because that way, if I decide at a later day I actually want these 2 here, I've just got to take the tape off, and I can put those 2 there and move it somewhere else. And now it's going to be ideal for putting my brushes in. Well, now I can put all my brushes in there. I think that's fitting there really well. I didn't realise just how many brushes I had that I'd been using and that had laid around. These front ones are going to be great. I'm always losing my paintbrush soap, which is brilliant for cleaning your brushes out. So I can keep that in there, have my brushes here with all my other bits and pieces, and then they're there when I want them. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If so, check out the video I've got coming up next. It's another great upcycle. Boot that like button, hit that subscribe button, but most of all, enjoy your crafting. Take care. Bye.